Ted Bundy.
By his own determination, at his own discretion, transform himself into perhaps the most diabolical killer we've ever known.
Says he offered her a ride and she accepted.
I thought that he was going to kiss me. Instead, he said very quietly, "Do you know what? I'm going to kill you."
Deborah Jean Kent went missing from her high school in Utah in 1974.
I sat in the police station listening to his voice and listening to that horrible tape of him saying that he had followed my sister from the auditorium or whatever it was, and that is the first time I'd ever felt anger and hate. And
a quiet street. No witnesses, no warning. A patrol car slows down, not because of a crime, but because something feels wrong. The driver looks normal, clean-cut, calm, forgettable. His name is Ted Bundy. At this moment, police believe they're stopping a nervous law student. They have no idea they're inches away from uncovering one of the most prolific killers in American history. This single traffic stop will expose years of violence, dozens of disappearances, and a monster hiding behind a smile. Because Ted Bundy wasn't caught through brilliant detective work. He wasn't stopped by psychology or profiling. He was caught by chance. One suspicious glance, one wrong decision, one mistake he never thought he'd make. Tonight, we're breaking down how Ted Bundy was finally caught and how close he came to walking free forever. This is not speculation. This is evidence. A quiet street, no traffic, no voices, no movement, just a single car idling in the dark. Headlights off. A man sits behind the wheel, hands steady, eyes forward, not nervous, not yet. Police lights suddenly flare behind him. Red, blue. The glow spills across the pavement, then across his face. His jaw tightens, his breathing slows, and then the headlights vanish, the engine roars, the car explodes forward, tires scream against asphalt. About to hear was never meant to be connected. A routine traffic stop, a moment of instinct, one small decision that exposed one of the most dangerous predators in American history. And the most terrifying part? He almost escaped. Before the sirens, before the courtrooms, before the prison walls, there was just a boy, born in 1946. Burlington, Vermont, a quiet town, safe streets, familiar faces. Nothing about it screamed danger. Nothing about him did either. Ted Bundy grew up believing a lie, that his mother was his sister, that his grandparents were his parents, a secret wrapped in normalcy. A truth hidden so well, it reshaped his smiled easily, spoke politely, learned quickly. He didn't stand out, and that's what made him dangerous. Ted Bundy learned early that appearances open doors. If you look trustworthy, people trust you. If you sound intelligent, people stop questioning you. He studied psychology, then law. He volunteered on crisis hotlines, listening to pain, absorbing fear, while quietly learning how to create it. Rejection cut deep, humiliation festered, control became obsession, and somewhere beneath the charm, something twisted, something patient, something hungry. By 1974, women began disappearing. College campuses, shopping centers, bright daylight, places where people felt safe. No screams, no witnesses, just absence. Friends waited for calls that never came. Families stared at empty bedrooms. Witnesses remembered a man, brown hair, clean cut, friendly smile. A man named Ted, driving a tan Volkswagen Beetle. Too ordinary to fear, too normal to suspect. Ted left Washington, moved to Utah, a new city, a fresh audience, but the disappearances followed him. Young women, same age, same circumstances, same silence. Ted didn't overpower his victims. He didn't need to. He asked for help. A fake cast, a sling, a limp. He weaponized kindness. He relied on decency, and decency betrayed them. Witnesses began talking. Again, the name Ted. Again, the Volkswagen. Again, the same polite man. Coincidence started to crack. Police started paying attention. Ted felt it. And pressure does something to predators. It makes them reckless. At a crowded beach, in full daylight, with people everywhere, Ted approached women, one by one. Most said no, 2 didn't. They screamed, they fought, they survived. For the first time, his victims had voices. Police sketches sharpened, the net tightened, and Ted Bundy realized something terrifying. He was being seen. August 16th, 1975. Salt Lake City. Early morning hours. The streets are quiet. Ted is driving slowly, scanning, hunting. A patrol car notices him, not because of a crime, because something feels off. Ted checks his mirror. Once, twice. His stomach drops. Panic hits. And instead of pulling over, he runs, headlights off. Stop signs ignored. Speed climbing. Sirens scream through sleeping neighborhoods. In that moment, Ted Bundy stops being the hunter. He becomes prey. The chase ends. A dead street, flashing lights. Ted sits frozen, still smiling. The trunk opens. Handcuffs, rope, tape, a crowbar, a ski mask. The air changes. No explanation fits. Ted Bundy is arrested. For the first time, metal closes around his wrists. But this isn't fear, it's calculation. Because monsters don't panic. They adapt. A survivor testifies. She remembers his voice, his hands. The moment kindness turned violent. She lived. And because she lived, Ted Bundy couldn't charm his way out. The jury listens. He's convicted. Most stories end here. This one doesn't. Ted turns the courtroom into a stage. He represents himself, smiles for cameras, soaks in attention. Then, he escapes, caught again. Then, escapes again. This time, he doesn't hide. He hunts. Florida, January 15th, 1978. A sorority house, unlocked doors, late-night silence. Ted enters. No charm, no disguise, only rage. 2 women die. Others barely survive. The city wakes up screaming, Ted is caught. Again. This time, there is no doubt. Forensics speaks, bite marks, matched, confirmed, undeniable. The mask finally shatters. Ted Bundy is sentenced to death. In 1989, the switch is thrown. Silence follows. But here's the truth. Ted Bundy wasn't caught by genius. He wasn't stopped by psychology. He was caught by chance. One patrol car, one suspicious glance, one mistake.